Hello, how are you? My name is Toni, and I'm the author of debut crime fiction Deadly Sacrifice that was published in September 2020 by Jacaranda Books as part of their 20 in 20 books, um, publishing 20 authors in 2020. And this is crime fiction around the world where I discuss crime fiction uh, location based, so I'm quite keen on featuring crime that was set in different locations, and the more exotic, the better for me. And I actually started with Alexander Marcos Smith's my number one ladies detective set in Botswana. Then I started a series, I started a series, the Lagos series, Lagos, Nigeria, and I started with Leia Adelaide's Easy Motion Tourist, then Oyinkan Braithwaite's My Sister the Serial Killer, both set in Lagos, and I've got a third one. So this is the end of my Lagos series. I know there are quite a few books set in Lagos, and I'll probably come back to Lagos and other parts of Nigeria in the future. But I wanted to just do 3 in the series for Lagos, and this is The Carnivorous City by Toni, published by Cassava Republic Press. So what is this about? Oh my God, I really enjoyed this book. Tony Khan is actually known as the mayor of Lagos. Oh my God, did he capture Lagos? He really did. He I could smell, hear, and feel Lagos in this book. And in fact, when I went back to, after reading it, I went back to look at the Tony Khan, just some of the interviews he did, and he was saying that it was almost like a love letter to Lagos. You'll be driving through Lagos and he'll be describing the location, the streets. He'll be telling you about the turnings. You go here, you turn here, you turn there, you turn there, like a map of Lagos. It's incredible. Now, what is this story about? This story is about Abel. The lead character is Abel, a kind of like quiet teacher based in Asaba in Nigeria. He's a lecturer, I think he's English lecturer, English literature lecturer. And his younger brother, Sonny, went left to Lagos much, God knows how long before, to go and seek his fortune, and went into, like, oh my god, shady deals and criminal activities, all sorts, and became very rich in Lagos. While Abel was just quietly living his life, he had kind of like given up on ever getting married, or ever being rich, and quite satisfied with his life, reading. Tony Khan threw in a lot of author names there that I loved. And anyway, Abel was kind of like taken up from his sleepy life into the fast track life in Lagos when he got a message that his brother Sonny had gone missing. And Sonny is known as Lagos, one of the Lagos big boys that were really wealthy, that have made it, had a nice house, had nice houses, had lots of money in the bank, had done very well, and had gone missing. They found his car somewhere in a ditch, and Sonny, Abel was made the next of kin. Sonny had a wife at home and who had a son, but Abel was the next of kin. So Abel now had to go to Lagos to try and find out what happened to Sonny, what how they got missing. So in Abel going to Lagos to do this, to go and live, he kind of like stepped into his brother's life, and that life was so wealthy, so rich. And of course, it was like, it kind of reminded me of a kind of mini Godfather, Al Pacino, when the Godfather died and Al Pacino had to step in. Of course, it's not as huge as that, but it kind of like, that was what it reminded me of, because he had to step into this life where he had to kind of like go to the banks, go to the police and all that. So Abel here was kind of like stepped in, even met up with old girlfriends, really was having a good time. And of course, Sonny had a beautiful wife, and Abel was, in investigating his missing brother. I was still going on and faithfully trying to find out what happened to his brother. with growing kind of some kind of electric magnetism going on between his, with Sonny's wife, and at the same time he had his girlfriend going. All in all, it was just action after action, and delivering kind of like, the gritty Lagos, the Lagos where casual violence can happen at, at snap of a finger, something violent could just happen, just like that. And at the same time, wealth is there. At the same time, so many things, dog eat dog, everything. I just absolutely, that's why I called it the Carnivorous City. I really, really enjoyed reading Tony's book. What else can I say about it? Like I say, if you're looking for something to read that is other than the usual crime that you see out there, because this is what I'm doing. I'm just really excited to find crime books that are outside of the and by the way, even though I'm calling this crime, it kind of sits between literary and crime. So, because you don't, it's not like the normal kind of crime trope, but at the same time, it draws you in. I would, there's crime elements in it, a lot of crime elements in it. So, yeah, I'll still put it as crime anyway. So, yeah, Carnivorous City, Easy Motion Tourist and Carnivorous City were published by Cassava Republic Press. So, if you're interested, you can go to the site. I'm not an affiliate. I'm quite impressed with, these two books that are published by them. So instead of going to the place that starts with A, you can go there and get it from Cassava Republic Press. And of course, that My Sister the Serial Killer is what a lot of people know about it. So this is the end of my Lagos series. Like I said, I'll probably revisit Lagos and other parts of Nigeria much later in this, but yeah, Lagos series is at an end, and am I happy? So cheers. I'm not done yet. I'm not gonna say bye yet. Now, next is I'm gonna be doing London. Hey, I'm so happy. I can't promise you every week for London because there's some big books here, and I can't give you the whole of London. Crime fiction, crime authors of color are not we're not very many in the UK, by the way. But and there's quite a bit that might have been set in London. So, and there are others that are set in London, but I chose this for now. And just like Lagos, I'll probably be coming back to London. So the start of my London series is Yadi. Yadi was published in 1992. It's tiny but packed. Yes, I'm enjoying it, and I'm going to be it's going to be the one I'm going to be reviewing for next week. And then I've got Hama Anwar's Brother in Blood. I cannot wait. Brothers in Blood. I heard him read a little excerpt, and I can't wait to read it and review it. And then, of course, this lovely city by Louise Hare. I've heard a lot about it, and Louise, oh gosh, I spoke to her a while back at a festival, and I've been interested in reading her work ever since. So yes, I cannot wait. And the last but not least, the Jigsaw Man. I call it the J-Man. Oh, this is gonna be scary. By my girl Nadine Matheson. So yes, so we'll go 4 weeks or maybe more. So if I do Yadi next week, if I don't come the week after, just know that it's because I haven't finished the next one, and it might be 2 weeks. So it might not be every week if the book is hefty. So but yeah, I'm excited. So thank you so much for listening to me today, and I'm really look forward to you coming and joining. So invite people to come and follow this crime fiction around the world on Instagram. And I've got a Facebook group going. We're very few on there, so you can look for crime fiction around the world and try and join the Facebook group. It's going to go on YouTube as well. Crime fiction around the world. It'll be under Stella Oni till I can sort that out. I'm not much of a YouTube, but I'll be downloading this on YouTube. There's going to be interview. I've got an author lined up for interview as well. I don't know the format quite yet, but one author will be coming on interview. So maybe in between my trying to do the review while I'm reading, I'll probably do an author interview next. So it's a London series starting from next week. Then after that, I will see which one next. Whether we'll be going to either I'll be going down to the Nordic, or we might be doing the Asian, or we might be doing the Americans. It's all very exciting. I can't say just yet. Thank you and have a lovely evening, day, wherever you are in the world. Thank you.